Hi there, we're back again with our uh, AutoCAD LT 2004 tips, and this is just showing you what I'm actually working on just now. It's a roll around pit cart that at this end is going to have a handle to pull. We're also going to sneak in driving these back wheels electric motor that'll be chain driven. The motor will set up on this area on the back side here, and it will be chain driven down to there. This thing's going to be reasonably heavy, so we actually are using, if you believe it, a 50 mil go-kart axle and hubs and everything. That came off a Maranello cart, and on the front it will use the stub axles, and both wheels are going to have disc brakes, and the disc brakes are hydraulic, and we're looking at using some sort of handle that as the handle is put up, it's going to put the brakes on, which would lock the whole shebang, and then as we lower it down to pull, all we're really going to be doing is steering, and we should have our speed control more or less like a motorcycle on the handlebars up here as well. So this was just a quick thing that I had thrown together, basically taking dimensions that I had come up with the space I have available in the garage and the availability to go and pull this out and roll it up into the back of our trailer. And you'll see here we have a bunch of DeWalt storage bins. There are going to be more of them that will go on the back side. They'll probably be mounted a bit higher to give us clearance for the electric motor down here. Actually, the electric motor is going to be in there, coming down onto the drive here. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to come up this high or not. The whole idea is we are going to insert a toolbox in here, and there will be more cabinets on the front. Whether we actually access them from this side and the back side, like in here, and this whole side will be accessible. That was my plan. And I was thinking that the top here will be where our laptop will be located for basically downloading data and anything we have to do with the Link ECU and stuff like that. So that's the basics of it. Not really too sure if this is finalized sizes yet. You'll see on this one I lowered, if you take a look here, you'll see the wheels are higher up. They're not quite touching the ground here. That's because I had to lower this away. There is in here there'll be a 1-inch framework that's going to go all around it, and the reason I lowered it is because I need to have enough clearance around here so that as this wheel rotates, there's no way it's going to be touching the aluminum. Now we might have to go and open that out a bit, but you notice that we've got the wheels sticking out a little bit. There's, just to make the whole thing look a little bit better. And that's not really a good word, is it? But sort of like racy, having these extended wheels extending out. So we've got to lower this down, and we're gonna, all of this will be aluminum on the outside cladding. On the inside, we might just use plastic to stop things going through, as a backing in here somewhere between the organizers here. Now, the one thing you're noticing is that you see that organizer it's lighting up the whole, it's highlighting the whole thing. The reason for that is because of up here. That there is DeWalt storage, and what I've done there is I've created what's called a block, and that allows me to put the whole drawing as a combined block of lines. So what it actually is, if I go move and I do that, and I come and select the objects, I then select a base point. So where do I take it? Well, look, I've got to move the whole thing out to there. And if we zoom into it, you'll see there's the handle, there's the clamps that hold it closed, and the top piece, and here is the cover. So that's looking at it as we would insert it into our rack. So when it comes time to go and figure out how I'm going to mount this, it's going to be something like this line. Okay, so we've got to go first of all, and let's get back to 0. We're on 0. Okay, so it's going to be, let's say, what we'll do is we'll do this in the open a bit. We'll go line, we'll do that, and we will do that, and we'll go up 2 inches, and then we'll go enter, and we'll come across 0.125 because it's, and then we'll come down again. So you'll see that what I want to do is actually, let's offset this, that one, 0.125. Okay, and we're going to extend this one. Okay, done. We're going to trim this one. Done. And this one is going to be, let's say, 2 inches as well. So let's go and do offset 2 inches. We're going to go there, and we're going to come to here. And you'll see that we weren't far enough over, so we're going to extend, enter, clip, clip, done, trim, 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 done. So we need to have some sort of clearance between this face here and the edge. And what we're probably looking at doing is adding a aluminum structure coming down here that's going to be 3/8 of an inch thick, and it's going to have a slot in it. And if we go and let's do this there, go to there, and 3/8 is 0.375. That's there, and we come down to here, and we then go 0.375 and come back up to there. That's what it's going to look like. So there'll be a screw that will go in here. That screw head has to be, we have to find out what the screw head is going to be there. And we can then figure out where this whole scenario is going to move back and forth. And we could actually go and this angle that we've got here, we can make it a block. So we would just go and insert it and put it in, and we can offset everything to give us clearance to go, a little bit higher like that. So we then could actually have, if we go and go move, we could have this whole internal area here that is going to go in there built up so that we can look in at it. We could double the size of it, and we could put a circle around it. Let's go and do, like that, so that you could see it, and you could, as I said, you would actually double the size of this. It would allow you in the same drawing to go and look at it in like using a magnifying glass. There's lots of easy ways. So this is just showing you what we can get up to, where you can use this in, your race car build or anything that you're thinking of. So it's just a little basic thing talking about what you can do and where blocks can be used and stuff like that. So check in with us again for our next issue and have fun.